Yo, yo, what's good?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Cool, cool. Welcome to
Allow
the
me to show
platform,
my
Rap Wars,
pants.
Spoken Wars. Really know the deal. Let's get right into it. Let the people know where you're coming from and your name.
My name is Tan. I'm from LA right now. We're broadcasting live from my house.
That's what's up. That's right. All right, let's get right into it. Y'all tap in, don't tap out. All right. Where are you from?
I'm from LA, like a lot, South Central.
All right, all right. And how was it like growing up in like the LA area, like at a
It
young
was
age?
it was cool. I feel like when I was young, I didn't really know that much different because like my whole family pretty much live in LA, and then my grandma moved to the IE, so it's like suburbs and then city. So that's kind of the only things I know. Um, I guess looking back, it's pretty wild because when I grew up, it was like the crime era in LA. From like I was in high school in 2005 to 2009, so there was like a lot of gang violence in LA. There was a bunch of shit going on all the time. So I guess looking back, it was kind of dangerous, but we made it.
Yep, I bet. So, did you ever get into any of those like gang politics or even join the gang at all during a young age?
No, no, not my thing. Always been a schoolgirl, but when you live in the city, you kind of see how it takes people, like even people that you necessarily like have grown up with, and maybe they wouldn't have done that. But then you get a little bit older, like middle school age, high school age, and you kind of see it take a hold of everybody. So I think it's way easier to avoid as a girl, like to be a girl and get into gang stuff. You really have to like go out of your way to do it. But for a guy, it kind of just comes to you. So
Yeah, I feel that. All right. So you weren't ever pressured to join a gang or any of
no,
that.
no.
Okay, I feel that. What motivates you?
What motivates me? My personal desires, my goals. I have a lot of plans for myself. So thinking about those things, thinking about the things I want, thinking about how I want my life to be, motivates me to work hard.
Mm, I feel that. All right. What would you say is your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement, um, I don't know, school wise, I guess like graduating early. I graduated a couple months after I turned 16. Then I graduated college from FIDM when I was 18, so that's cool. Um, I guess, like, owning things, I'm most proud of, like, the things that I own because I bought them myself with my own money, like property and stuff, so I'm most proud of those things.
That's right. That's what's up. And how would you say your household was like?
I grew up with my grandparents for the most part. I moved with my mom for high school, so my house, like, from 0 to 12 was super strict, super religious. Um, yeah, like, eat food at the table, chores, church several times a week. And then I went to Christian school too for a while, so it was like church every day. Then when I was 12, I went to high school. I moved with my mom, and it was just like I guess regular LA type upbringing. Go to school, listen, chores and stuff.
All
And
right. All right.
I could go to more parties. Like I could be outside more. I guess living in LA, so that's cool.
No, that's what's up.
Yeah.
What is your mother's and father's background?
And my dad, well, both my parents are black. Two black parents, four black grandparents. My dad is he was born in the Bay, but he's raised in Pasadena. And then my mom is born in El Centro, but she was raised in South Central.
Okay. All right.
hmm
And do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have two older siblings, two older sisters, Simone and Chantel. Hey, ladies. And then I have two younger siblings, Reggie and Shalon. What's up, guys?
Are any of them also like entertainers, like podcasters like you?
Not really. My little brother raps, so he's trying to do that. We'll see how serious he gets about it. He has like a couple good songs so far, so I support him. I directed some of his music videos, so go watch the one. And damn, I can't think of the other one, but watch
Y'all
his music
tap in
video.
with him.
Yeah,
Yo,
B2B route.
no, I hear that. Um, okay, you said you were religious. Were you Catholic, Christian?
Yeah, they were super Christian, my family. I'm personally not religious now. I don't really like it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I feel that. What would you say are your talents?
My talents, I guess podcasting, being knowledgeable about things. I've always been a nerd my whole life, so I guess it's coming to be valuable now, right? Being on podcasts, being asked questions, talking about a bunch of different topics. Um, I am good at like project management, figuring things out, being in charge of things. I'm super good at marketing. That's my job. That's what I do for work. So yeah,
Hey, that's what's up. What would you say your education was like? Like, were you a good like kid in school, or did you get in trouble a lot while going to school?
no, I've never got in trouble. I was too afraid of my grandparents to ever get in trouble. I think I only got detention one time in high school, and it was like a whole group situation. Yeah, and I've always been a good kid. Private school. I went to Marcus Garvey from LA. I went there for a while. And then charter school for high school. So no, never bad kid at school. Always kind of teacher's pettish.
Okay, so you never had
Hmm.
no drama
No,
in
not
school.
really at school. No.
I hear that. Okay, and when did you start like podcasting or even like blogging or any of that?
I feel like I started podcasting, I think like in 2015, 2016, with my college roommate from FIDM, Asha. We started a podcast together called So She Said, and we started like in the apartment, and then we started going to the studio. We started getting guests. That was cool. And then we did it pretty much until she moved to New York.
All right, and then
Hmm.
did you like stop from there?
Kinda like I had a break. Then pandemic time, I started doing my own called Tam Tonight, and it's on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch like the old episodes. And then I started doing a different podcast with my friend Christian from FITM, and it's about fashion. And we kind of still do that like off and on, like when there's fashion week and things like that.
That's what's up. That's right. And
Mhm.
what got you into like podcasting?
So I used to intern at this wedding shop. This is super random, but I had a bunch of jobs growing up. Like I've had 20, 30 jobs. So when I was going to FITM, I used to intern at this wedding shop downtown, and the lady would always listen to podcasts. And I had never really even heard that word. This was like 2010 time, 2009, 2010. And I'm like, "What the hell is this?" And it would be like kinda like talk radio, but older people. And she would just be like, "Oh, yeah, it's Apple Podcasts," and she would have it up, like, on her iTunes, and it would just be playing in the store. So I was like, "Okay, people just talking, maybe I could kinda do that." And then I just went to talk to my roommate about it. We had, like, a little idea, we came up with a name, we got our other friend to make us a logo, and boom, we started podcasting.
Hey, that's what's up. And that was like said early 2000, like 10, 2000.
Yeah, like, yeah, 2000 like,
Yes.
2010 when I found out about it, and then I started mine, like, 2015.
Okay, yeah, there wasn't really no podcast going down like during that time. I
There
think
wasn't a lot.
it sparked like in 2000, like 16, maybe
Mhm.
2019. Yeah,
Yeah.
around there. I feel that. All right. Okay. What kind of music do you like?
I like a bunch of different type of music. I pretty much listen to all music except for screamo, heavy metal, country, and I guess anything obscure, but all popular music I listen to. Rock, pop music, folk music, R&B, hip hop, rap, all music.
Okay, so you're pretty much into like everything.
Yeah, yeah, I like most popular music. Like anything, if you're in my car, you will hear anything from um Fleet Foxes, Florence and the Machine, Sabrina Carpenter, Gunna, old Tupac. You'll hear a lot. You'll hear some 3 Days Grace. I hate everything about you. Yeah, you'll hear a lot.
And that's what's up. Um, all right. Have you ever tried making music yourself?
Kinda. I have made, and this is embarrassing, but it's the truth. So my little cousin wanted to be a YouTuber. She was like 4 or 5 at the time, so I started making content for her. And then I felt like kids' music is kind of a space, right? Like it's a niche. Like they don't really have a bunch of music for kids besides like some Gracie's Corner type. So we made her a whole little mixtape called Kindergarten, and I wrote all the songs on that. And then I have made a song with, or I've helped like on some hook stuff with people's songs before, like girl music, R&B, pop songs. So yeah, if any of you guys need somebody to help you write your songs, girl parts, hit me up.
No, that's right. So you're like a ghostwriter for some artists.
I guess I haven't done it enough to be giving myself a ghostwriter title, but I can do it.
Hey, no, that's fire right there.
Yeah.
And what
Mhm.
made you like stop like pursuing music?
I guess I feel like music is so iffy. Like people don't be paying, people don't have money. It's always whole bunch of weird politics. Hanging out in the studio all day is super mid for free is wild. So I'm not really interested in that. Like I made the project for my little cousin. I would make more projects for her if she wanted. And if anybody had like a session where they were actually going to give like points out or credits for the song, I would go to it. But other than that, I'm chill on it. I like jobs that pay.
Yeah, most that rapping is like a hard like thing to break out in.
hmm
Oh, all right. What's what's one thing people wouldn't typically know about you?
I guess people would not assume, like, the things that I'm interested in, like, I really like war movies and books. I guess that's kinda weird for a girl like me, and I don't really watch TV a lot. I'm more so of a show or a movie person, and I only pretty much watch period shows, so that show set in a different time, like, about kings and queens and stuff, and, like, war shows. So, yeah,
Hmm.
I'm not watching baddies or any housewife shows or any of that stuff. I'm watching people fight and like build castles.
No, that's what's up. That's kind of like different from like other people. Like, well,
Mhm.
most deaf. All right. Do you collect anything? Like, do you have like
What do I
storage of
collect?
stuff that you collect?
I don't want to become a hoarder, so I try to keep myself in check. But I do have a lot of books, so I guess that's a collection. I want to have a library. When I like build my big house, I want to have a library, and I guess I collect clothes in a way because I really like fashion. So I have a bunch of concert T-shirts from all the concerts I've been to. I try to save them, and like clothes, vintage designer clothes that I have like fought to the death for on eBay to win.
No, that's what's up. How would you describe your fashion sense?
My fashion sense, kind of like 90s California mixed with like a sexy spy. Because usually day to day I'm like dressed like this, like flannel jeans or shorts, camo pants, t-shirt type, like just sandals, chill California. But when I go out, it's like I wear black all the time.
What's the reason why? Like,
I think
dressing
black
all
just
black.
looks nicer. I feel like wearing a bunch of colors is low key childish. I don't want to be the girl in the lime green dress and the purple dress.
Yeah, like all standing out and everything.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's wild to me. No, I'm good. Also, this might sound crazy, but my parents are obviously older, and my mom went to prom in the '80s, and I just see those pictures, and it makes me cringe so bad. So I've been seeing that since I was young. I'm like, hell no, I would never dress like that. Like I would always want to look classic in my pictures. So I try to dress like I don't know, plain.
yeah. Also in like the '80s, like they had like bright colors a lot too, didn't they?
Yes, bright colors, puffy sleeves, a whole bunch of prints. Like, mm-mm.
Yeah, no, I feel that. All right. You have a podcast show called Tam Tonight,
hmm
and what made you want to like start up that podcast?
Really just bored and missing doing it with my best friend with Asha. So I didn't want to like give up on it because I felt like I still had a lot of opinions and takes. Like I love music. I love to review music. I go to concerts all the time. I like politics. I like history. So there's just like things that I would want to talk about. And when you are nerdy like me, it's like your friends already know. So there's only so much they can take. So you just record it and put it out and see if other people care to watch it because you're annoying your friends don't want to talk about this with you every day. And I named my show Tam Tonight after DJ Quick song Tonight because I really love DJ Quick. He's one of my favorite rappers of all time from California.
Yeah, fuck with
Um,
them.
yeah, so the Tonight song is lit. So I was like Tam Tonight. There you go.
That's what's up. You had a Mimi the Diva on your podcast. What made you want to get her on that?
Lena the Diva?
Yeah,
Oh, Lena. So Lena was a friend of someone that I did a music video for called his name is JS. And I listened to her tape and I really liked a lot of the songs. And I just feel like she had a lot of notoriety online. Her whole rollout and stuff was very well done. And I just feel like R&B was kind of even now, it kind of gets slighted a little bit. So I wanted to have her on and just talk to her about that. She was an artist from Mississippi too. So I know in California, like we wouldn't necessarily find out about people like that. And yeah, I just wanted to talk to her and let everybody get to know the diva.
Hey, that's what's up. And what was that like whole conversation like?
It was cool. She was just talking about her journey in music, how she's from a super small town in Mississippi. Her dad is a preacher, and like kind of the adversity that she had to go through to even make secular music is what they would call it instead of church music. So that's what we were talking about. And then her journey, like moving to LA and a bunch of stuff. Very informative. Go watch it if you care at all about R&B.
I'll tap into that. All right. Okay, and when you went to college, what did you study? And did you end up graduating?
Yes, I graduated from FIDM in 2011. I studied merchandise marketing. So I wanted to like be the person in charge of being like purchasing all the clothes for the store, making everything look presentable, shoppable and things like that. Like I could have had a boutique of my own or worked for a large department store and been a buyer for one of their like smaller shops in the store.
All right, and what did you end up like doing with your degree after
It's
college?
so crazy because, like most people, I did not use my degree forever. I thought I never would. Right after college, I started working in banking, and I was just doing that for a while because it was I graduated in 2009, and I graduated from college in 2011, so we were still in the economic crisis and there weren't a lot of opportunities. So I went to work at the bank and I would do like marketing stuff on the side with whoever I could. That's kind of how I ended up like knowing so many like up and coming artists. 'Cause I would work with them like on their project or on their rollout, on their cover art, whatever, just giving them ideas. And then recently, it's only this year, 2025, and I graduated in 2011, that I got an actual like full time marketing job. And so that's been really cool.
Aspire.
Hmm.
Okay, and what was like first like big artist you worked with, or maybe producer?
Hmm. I don't think I've worked with any, like, big artists yet. I've pitched to a bunch. The biggest artist I've worked for yet, I guess the most popular person would be Mia Kodak. Mia Kodak, she had a viral song, a viral TikTok song called "Take His Money." It's all, like, over the Tupac beat. It's pretty cool. We had a great run. She opened for Soulja Boy. It was pretty cool.
Aspire.
Mhm.
And what did
We had, like, a little online show for a while.
okay, and what did like the Pacific she did like for Kodak?
Oh, so I did the music video, I directed the music video. We helped with her fashion. We did a bunch of like merch and little pop-up type things for her to help advertise.
Oh, I thought you
Um,
were I thought you were like talking about like Kodak Black at first.
oh no, it's a girl. Her name is Mia Kodak. If I could
All
work for
right,
Kodak Black, I would hire me. A person that I really want to work with right now, his name is Kenyon Dixon. He's from the East Side, like me in LA, and he's an R&B artist. I feel like he's so incredible. I would really love to work with him. I would really love to work with James Fauntleroy. James Fauntleroy is one of my favorite artists ever, all time. I would love to work with James Fauntleroy.
hey, that's what's up. That's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, so that was like pretty much your first gig, like after college, working with
No, oh wait, at the bank.
no, it was the bank, and then afterwards, what did you start doing after the bank?
I worked at the bank forever, like just different banks. I worked at Wells Fargo, I worked at Union Bank in the corporate office. Then I started working for a trust. I started being a trust like accountant, and then just a bunch of random like money related jobs until this year. So I've been working like in banking and in different types of money related fields all the way from 2011 until just now.
So you've been in banking for like a whole while. So you made
Yeah,
it
a
to
long
like
time.
finance.
And then I got a real estate license and I was trying to be a real estate agent. I hated it, but I still have the license. So if any of you want to buy a house, e- email me, but don't be
Y'all,
annoying.
y'all tap into that too, for sure. Okay, and so were you doing podcasting while you were banking, working
Yes.
for a bank?
Hmm.
Okay, so that always like you always wanted to like do podcasts, but you just didn't have like the funds, or what would you say like why
Well,
you didn't take that like
podcasting,
straight on?
unless you have like a big platform like No Jumper or something, you don't really make any money. Like you're just posting it online, but you're not making enough money to pay your bills or anything, especially not in California. So it's like I'm podcasting as a hobby, hoping one day it'll turn into something or turn into money. But in the meantime, like I'm not gonna be podcasting live from the park. So, you gotta work.
Yeah,
Um,
most stuff. Okay,
yeah.
and So did you know that you were gonna like become like big as a podcaster?
No, I mean, I hoped. And really, I just wanted to, and this is still my goal, but the reason why I started everything was like, okay, I really want to do red carpet coverage, like the e-news type of thing, like interview people, talk about fashion, because that's what I love. And like, same thing, kind of media, interview people, get some, maybe some viral clips or whatever, and just be at all the fashion shows because I'm not, like, I don't come from a bunch of money. My parents aren't rich. So I can't really go like the whole full-fledged influencer route, right? Where you just pay, you go all the places and you wear the clothes. I can't really do that. So I was like, all right, I could be the like media correspondent and I can make my way like that, like Alexa Chung, like Juliana Rancic. And in order to get opportunities, you got to show people that you can do it. So I would be on like my own platform. I was trying to build it up. I had everybody starts with zero on YouTube, but they never talk about like how painful that shit is having like 5 subscribers and you're
Oh
posting
yeah.
every week, trying to stick to it, and it's like nobody watches, nobody comments. You feel like you're doing it for nothing. But you really, really have to keep going. Like I have videos on my channel still that are super old that have like 50 views. And then I have other videos, like clips of celebrities and stuff that have millions of views. So you really have to just keep on trying. As stupid as it sounds, like the only reason why people I think don't reach success is because they quit. Because if you kept trying at whatever it is you're doing, at some point you would get opportunity. Like I don't fit in with any other people at No Jumper Real Shit. Like I don't even at the competition thing, I was so scared. I kept saying every round, like, "Man, I'm about to go home. I'm about to go home. Like, I don't fit in. I'm not the type of person they would want." And boom, like I'm on the show. So now I really believe like you just can't give up. You have to keep on trying. And if it's for you, like if you're actually good at it, it'll happen.
And most deaf, like it's the grind for sure from like starting
Hmm.
from the bottom and then going up. You for sure get your moment and then boom, you're there. Yeah, I feel you on that. Speaking of the no jumper competition, um, did you know that you were gonna win in that like
I
competition?
I didn't win. I lost. I lost to Ether. That's the homegirl. Make sure you follow her, Hollywood Glamorous. And then Ether ended up losing to Ugly Money Nietzsche, and then it was Ugly Money Nietzsche versus Ricky Roy, who's on No Jumper right now, and Ricky Roy won. But I guess people liked me. I was a fan favorite or something in the chat, and they asked me to come back, so I came back on the news, and then I did really well on the news. Then they had me come back on Thursday, and they had me in a face off with Brandon, the police apologist, the alleged police.
Oh yeah. 'Cause he definitely got his own like stuff he talks about and goes against
So
the grain and all. Yeah.
yeah, they had me up against him, and they were like, basically, if I survive that, then I could be on the show permanently, and I survived. So here I am.
Hey, no, that's fire. So
Mhm,
you ended up like not winning the competition, but they liked how you performed there. They
mhm.
invited you back. Oh, that's
Yeah, I
what's up
didn't
right
win the
there.
battle, but I won the war.
Oh, that's fire right there. And how do you feel about like Brandon's just his whole outtake, his whole like ideas that he has?
I feel like Brandon is posturing and saying things intentionally to be a provocateur, intentionally to go viral, because he knows that those things coming out of his black mouth, his face and everything are controversial. So and that's the thing about it to me, like he doesn't even really have, it doesn't seem like any original takes or any personal takes. It's just he repeats shit from like Fox News and Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, Jesse Lee Peterson. I could go on naming all of these like conservative people. He just regurgitates their talking points, and it's easy to do on a show like No Jumper because no shade to the like a lot of the hosts, they are like in a gang or they have been into jail before, they've done some type of something that maybe they're not as proud of. So he can go at them in a way that kind
Because
of shuts them
they're not really informed about like this whole
not
politics.
re- maybe not even necessarily informed, but he can tell them like they're a part of the problem and they are a bad example of black people and blah 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 blah. And it's like you can't really do that to me because I don't have no smut on me. I'm a pretty wholesome girl. So your how you get at people don't really work, and then your opinions are kind of weak because we've all heard them if you ever watch Fox News. So it's easy to argue with you.
Were you the reason why Brandon quit?
No, he faked like I was. He called into the show, I think it was Friday, and said that he was gonna quit and blah blah blah, and Tam was a good replacement for me. But I was there on the Thursday show before they went live, and he was saying like, "Oh, he was about to turn up. They got him fucked up. He's only coming in once a week. Blah blah blah." Like they're using him, and it's like maybe they only have you coming in once a week. And I'm not trying to be shady to him, but because you repeat the same things all of the time. So if you're not gonna come with nothing new, what are we gonna put you on multiple shows for? So you can just argue with people about the same thing, like black people are ghetto, black people, the hood is dangerous, just move. You're doing degenerate behavior, gang this, gang that. Like that's fine once a week. We don't need that every day.
Yeah. So you're saying like the fans aren't really interested, like what he be
I don't.
talking about.
I think they are interested because a lot of people do love him. Like in the comments, he has a lot of supporters, but it's not gonna be an interesting conversation to have him on every show because he's just gonna say the same things.
I hear that for sure. And what do
Mhm.
you say? What do you say that what you bring like new to No Jumper?
They don't really have a lot of women, so I bring the female perspective on things. Like, for example, when Brandon they were discussing David and, the unfortunate passing of the girl Celeste, he was going
Crazy
so
story.
crazy on, like, that everybody knew and her parents were taking money and this and that, and it's like, "Whoa, you never been a teenage girl before. It's very easy to hide from your parents. Let me tell you about it." Like, why are you just assuming her parents were with it? That's crazy. Maybe some of her friends knew, but obviously her parents didn't know because they wouldn't have been calling the police and reporting her missing. If I'm getting the bag, if I fake sold my daughter to a rapper, what am I calling the police for? Don't I wanna keep getting my bills paid?
Right.
Like,
And you
he's
were
just making
putting up
stuff up.
missing signs like of
Yeah,
her
like, why am I doing all that if I know where she is and I got the money in the cash app or the Zelle? Like, be for real.
yeah, that's like some conspiracy he got going on.
Mhm, mhm, and to me, that's disrespectful to the girl that's dead and to her family because it's already bad enough that this happened to her, and she kinda did bring it upon herself running away, but then you're gonna put dubs and say her family, like, sold her to the man, like, relax.
What do you think? What do you think about that whole situation with David?
I think it's
Do you
so
think he
crazy.
actually did it, or something's going on like under the curtains that we don't know about?
Who knows if he did it? I don't know, like, I'm not a good gauge of, like, what type of person will take things far enough to be a certain type of killer, and initially, when they said, like, they just found the body in the trunk, I'm like, "Yeah, he did it," or, like, somebody else did it and was trying to frame him, right? But I didn't know the connection between him and the girl at the time, so they just said they found a body in the car. They weren't saying, like, the whole, like, them knowing each other and dating, but after finding out that her body was cut up, that seems pretty far to me, like, that's a super gruesome crime. I don't know anything about him well enough to see like, to know if he would be able to carry something like that out. I don't know if maybe he paid someone, like, she either was trying to blackmail him, maybe she told him that she was pregnant, even though she's underage, he didn't want it to come out. Who knows?
Yeah,
But
I heard that
to
same thing. Like she was pregnant or something.
mm,
Yeah, that would have blew his like whole like cover or whatever. And shit. I
yeah,
don't even
yeah,
know. Like,
but cutting
and
a
it,
person up is diabolical.
yeah, that's some like Dexter type shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, some crazy shit. Yeah, most deaf. Like I don't know like what went down like the whole situation, but it's kind of weird. Like they had the same tattoos.
Mhm.
Um, he also had a song like referencing her.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. We're just gonna have to see for sure. All right. You also interviewed a musician that goes by Tolly.
Yeah.
What made you want to interview him?
So Tolly is a super cool artist. I saw him at a Payday LA show. Payday LA is like a platform for emerging artists, new artists to get fans and to get footage of themselves performing. So if you ever want to see like the new artists in the local area, you can go to Payday LA's Instagram and they have like a list of shows. I think now they have them at Los Globos. So I saw Tolly perform and all night. It's like an open mic type of thing, but they sign up. So imagine you're sitting with like through like 10, 15 rappers and I'm not saying everybody sounds the same, but it's like, okay, like same sort of vibes. Then Tolly comes on and he goes crazy. Like he has all this energy. It at the point where he was on, there wasn't even a lot of people left in the show, but he was still like vibing. He was out in the crowd. He was engaging with people, making them turn up. At some point, he like walked over to the bar, got on top of the bar, started performing. And to me, that is what makes a real performer. Like anybody can turn up in a room full of people when everybody got their phones out and they feel like tight, like they feel like that nigga. But he turned a room of like 20 people that were just bored and tired of being in there. He turned us up, and I was like, "Yeah, I got to talk to this kid. I liked his song. I liked the energy that he had." And so then when I interviewed him too, I learned more about him. I love his hustle. He has like full merch. He has Like everything a more established artist has, he does for himself and he does it independently. And I just think that's very admirable. He's always coming out with new music. He's always like on social media coming up with different ways to advertise himself. I think recently he's a partnership with Stunnaman, and they have like a love winning merch that's out now. Um, Stunna Man has a song "Refresh Me." I don't know if any of y'all heard that. And then he has another song that's on 2K. So yeah, Tolly, Stunna Man for the win, and they're from the Bay Area. So if you guys are in Bay Area, support your local artist.
Oh, that's right. That's what's up. How do you like choose people? Like, there's a whole lot of like talent. How do you choose
Mhm.
people like to come on your podcast?
Really, people that I meet out, like at events like that or something else, and then sometimes people have hit me up like, "Oh, could you interview me or whatever?" I'll tell them to send me their music, and if I like the music, then I'll interview them. If not, I don't really wanna have them on because I don't wanna trash you. Like, I don't wanna be sitting here like, "So, I listened to your songs, didn't like any of them." You know?
Yeah, faking it all.
Yeah, like, it's stupid, and I don't wanna give you, like, weak feedback too, so if you send me the music, I fuck with it, I'll have you on the show.
Yeah, that's real right there. Okay, and were you a fan of like his music before the interview of Tola?
Yeah, I liked his performance. So, like I said, I liked everything that he put on. And then at the time, he had a tape out called PTFYB, Play This For Your Bitch. And it was a bunch of like girl songs. He had a song called White Wine that was kind of viral on TikTok. So, yeah, I like Tolly's vibe. And I also like that and it's rare for California. People give us a lot of shit for it, especially online, that all we make is gangbang music. And that's why our people don't get that popular. I really thought it was interesting that Tolly makes music that doesn't really talk about any of that, like no street shit, no violence, not even flexing really. He just talks about being cool and trying to get girls and like girls liking him. So he makes player music. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah, most def. Do you think that there's like a whole like we're oversaturated in LA with like gang music, or is there's a
Yes.
mixture of it?
Yes. I feel like it's so oversaturated. Everybody tries to do it. And then not even just that it's oversaturated, to me, and I know like people are probably gonna give me a lot of hate for this, but there's really no point in making gang music, period. Especially if you're from California, because okay, you're here, you're in the place where you people literally come to get rich. Like they come out here to get signed or they go to New York or something, unless you're gonna be signed to CMG or like QC or something. But either way, you work in the music business, you're gonna have to come to LA. So you already got a head start. You're already here. If you are in the hood, anywhere in LA, like off Vernon, Western Manchester, whatever, you're like one bus ride away from Hollywood, from Beverly Hills,
Right.
changing your life if your music is good. But you're in it talking about shooting people, killing, robbing, you're naming your ops, you got all your homies in the background, burning out the spot that y'all kick it at parks and shit in the hood, all of this. So even if I'm an investor and I just said this on the jumper and I want to give you money because I like the song, how long are you even going to be famous? Because as soon as I put you at a concert on stage, aren't the ops going to show up to do something to you because you've been talking shit about killing them and this and that?
Right. There's a lot of conflict that comes with it, and like liabilities for sure.
Yeah, you're not even going to get to enjoy your fame. So let's say I want to sign you and I want to give you $1 million cash. How long are you going to last? Like the summer?
Yeah, that's crazy. You don't think it's like the wave right now? That's why like a lot of artists do it because they're
I
following
feel
the
like
wave.
it's been the wave in California for a long time because we are so saturated with the gang culture, but that's why we don't really have a lot of stars. Like the only people that really get up out of here are like the Kendricks, the TDE people that they kind of put them on something else. Like even Schoolboy is really from the hood. He does not talk about hood shit all the time because you can't. Kendrick really from the hood. Can't talk about hood shit all the
It's
time.
more of like a conscience rapper. Yeah.
Almost, or like just telling like life stories and stuff and not so much gang banging and the ops and all this. I think really LA started doing it more because Chicago and the whole drill rap and they're in the apartment with 60 niggas with guns. And so we feel like, oh, we live like that too. We hard like that too. Because LA used to make party music like the whole jerking era.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we used to make that. And there was hood niggas that was doing jerking music, but it's like they understood that you don't want to burn yourself out by talking about the hood and all of this. Then, everybody want to be Chief Keef now, everybody want to be NBA Youngboy, and that's why we're not reaching any more success.
Uh, I hear that for sure. Do you think like the music that a lot of artists are creating, like the gang baby music, is causing more like violence in LA, or do you feel like it's the same?
It might be, I don't really know. They said crime is down. But I do feel like the gangbang music and the mixture of social media does cause way more problems than it alleviates. Because, okay, you made the song before, like, let's say 2008, 2007, you made the song, it's just on YouTube. Maybe somebody got it as the little theme on their MySpace page or World Star or something. Now it's on all of the apps and you making stories and you're going live and this and that. So it's kind of more in the people's face that you were talking shit about. And it's probably even harder for them to let it slide.
Yeah, most def. So it's just causing like way more beef. The beef is
Mhm,
like more hyped up just because of
mhm.
social media.
And then
No,
people don't
I
wanna
feel
feel
that for
lame,
sure.
like, "You let that nigga talk about you and you didn't slide or you didn't do this or that." So it's like, the person might have even taken that personal, but now it's 100 people in the comments telling him he's a bitch if he don't do something, so now he feels like he has to.
Yeah, no, most def. Have you ever got into any fights like growing up or like recently?
And no,
Like physical fights?
I would never fight as an adult. I feel like I had one fight in high school, I was a cheerleader, and it was like a cheerleader fight, so I don't even know if that's real, like, we're just pushing each other around in the locker room and stuff, there's not really any fists being thrown, so no.
And what made you like want to like stay away from that? Like not even get into like conflicts or
Fighting? Okay, because this might sound like cliche, but I'm really from the hood. Like I lived in some rough places. So you see fights and it kind of just don't stop at the fight. Like sometimes somebody get their ass beat and they come back and shoot you. Or, the beef doesn't end. And I have a lot of cousins that have fought a person and been in this and that drama and end up in jail. Or yeah, they come back and shoot. Or now you got beef, like it was a girl fighting and her boyfriend jumped in and now it's a bigger problem. So I always felt like, what are we fighting for? And I'm not even
yeah.
confrontational, like, I'm not gonna talk shit to nobody. I'm not friends with, like, girls that are messy or people that cause drama. So, I'm never gonna be in the situation to fight. If you're trying to put me in some drama where I gotta fight, I'm never gonna talk to you again because you are a dirty person.
Okay, so you try to like keep away from all
Yeah.
that stuff,
Mm-mm, I'm
fights and
anti-chaos.
hey, that's what's up. And how do you feel about like gang members? Because now you're like working so close with no jumper. Like, what is your take
Uh,
on that?
I don't feel any kind of way about gangbangers, like, I've grown up with them, I have a bunch of them in my family, so it's not nothing, like, new. I really wish that I view gangbanging as like something that you had no choice. The people that join it willingly, I kind of don't have no sympathy for you. Whatever happens, happens. I view you as a dumb person. But the people that I more so empathize with are the people that had no choice. Like you just live in the hood and people force you to do it because even if you're not like put on, other people see you over here and you're a man. They're like, oh, well, you from over here because you live over here. Like where your mama stay, where your grandmama stay type shit. So I feel for those kind of people. And I get it that like, okay, once you're in it, once you're in the street, there's only so much you could do. And then you fuck around and like catch a charge or something. And now you can't even really get a regular job. So you have limited opportunities. I just
Yeah,
feel like with the information that everybody has now, like there should be no new members. Like nobody should be getting put on in 2025. That should be getting phased out slowly because
right. Knowing all the consequences,
yeah, it's like what are we
shit that
doing?
comes with it.
It's not
I
2000.
feel that. Yeah, I interviewed TF Third maybe like I think it was like a couple days ago.
Hmm.
He said that he joined the gang because it was just around him and
Yep.
everything. And he said that if he had the chance to not like join it, he wouldn't have. So no, I feel that on that for sure.
Yeah. Unnecessary.
Uh, yeah, most def. Okay, you also got your own podcast show called the Hot Podcast.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, and what sparked the idea to start up that one?
Just my friend and I, because we worked in the FIDM library together at fashion school, and we used to archive a bunch of fashion shows, so we have like fashion knowledge. And again, like that main goal of like getting to go to fashion week and getting to be on the red carpet, we're like, oh, if we make fashion like dedicated fashion content, we'll have a better shot. So we just did that, and we're really interested in it, so it's fun. Like we watch the fashion shows anyway, we would talk to each other about it anyway. So it's really just more so formalizing our conversations and like trying to make it cute and like package so we can get opportunity.
Would you ever bring like that podcast to like the podcast you're on now with No Jumper? Like start your own segment or something like that?
Maybe if they let me do some fashion coverage like at an award show or something, I would want it to fit in with the thing that they already have because I'm already a girl. I'm already coming on with girly takes. I don't want to make the chat absolutely despise me. They already say, you're trying to change, don't jumper. So I would like do the
Yes.
fashion report from Rolling Loud or something, or from the BET Awards if it wasn't canceled, something where they like people and I would talk about their fashion.
Yeah, also I like the most viewers that watch like No Jumper are like pretty much male. I
Mhm.
would say like 80%, maybe 90%,
Yeah.
and the rest are female. Do you think it's like challenging, like just dealing with all these like people that are watching that are male, so you would have to give like a different take, or you still stay the same while you're on No
I
Jumper?
still really try to be myself because I feel like that's what makes me different from other people on the show. If I just start agreeing with them or start thinking how they think, then there would be like kind of no point in having me on. But I guess the only weird thing is, like, from the competition to now, it seems like most of their fans really just do not like women. So maybe over time, I'm kinda growing on them, like, the chat leaves positive comments about me. Sometimes they be on my head. Recently, I had sandals on, so I had my feet out, and that is, like, viral, which is disgusting.
Oh yeah, I've seen that pod. What made you want to get like so comfortable like quickly, like just at the pod? I seen you were like chilling and everything. You had your food out.
Oh, man, it's just because I was there, and I didn't even think about it like that, but they were like, "Yeah, she got comfortable hella quick." It's because I was there all week. Like, I was on the news on Friday, I'm off Saturday, Sunday because like, they don't pod, and then I came back on Tuesday, and then I'm there Thursday. Like, by Friday, I can't wear, like, my shorts and a regular T-shirt,
I saw that.
and the guys don't be getting dressed, like, Brandon's coming there tight-ass shorts on, Adam is coming in there taking his shoes off, rubbing his feet together, socks. Like, why are y'all on
I
me
think
so bad?
Adam started that for you guys, like for
No shoes?
sure. And then yeah, with no shoes and everything. I see Brandon coming like just with his sandals and
Yeah,
shit,
with
no
slides.
socks.
I'm like, why am I trying to dress up like I'm dressing like I'm coming to work and y'all are just chilling? Like,
Nah, hey, that's funny for sure. Okay, being like, I think there's like three women that work at No Jumper right now, like three girls
who is the
that
other
are
one?
in front of the camera,
Because okay, we have Jaleese and then
and
me.
then
Who?
there's Queen of Compton,
Okay,
or is she
Queen.
still there?
I love Queen of Compton. I don't know if she's on the show or if she's like a guest. But yeah, she's there all the time. She's cool with Lush. And Queen and Compton and I mean, we might have something coming soon. I'm not gonna say, but we might be working on something soon. So you gotta stay tuned.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna tap in for
Hmm.
sure. Um, so how do you guys feel about like being the only you and Jalise being the only like podcasters right now? So,
They try to put us against each other so bad. If you go on Reddit right now, they got every competition from like who are you choosing up on, blah blah blah, to in the chat they're like fight, kiss, this, that. They're always just being crazy with us. So that's weird. But we met for the first time on Friday. We took pictures together and stuff. We were chilling, and it's like we don't have any beef. So that's the only thing I want to make sure that like the online shit wasn't making her feel away because it's not making me feel away. And I think
yeah,
we had fun. We had a good podcast. We both have different opinions. Jaleesa and I come from way different backgrounds. We have a way different life. So we're never going to like give the same take. So I think and it was actually a cool show with the two girls and the guys. I think so. Like we got a lot of positive comments. So maybe you guys should do that a little bit more. Like you don't need six guys in there.
nice. Nah, I hear that. We definitely need more girls on the podcast for
Hmm.
sure, just to give like their take and opinion.
Yeah, why
I
not?
hear you on that. Um, they were saying like Jalise was like on some type of perk or something on the show. Um, do you think that she was like on drugs while on that podcast with you?
No, I don't understand why they're always saying that. The other guy that was in the back, I cannot think of his name right now, but he's super cool. He was saying that he only said that she was off of perk because he heard Adam say it. So now people are joking about it, like Adam said it on the show. So I feel like that's where everybody is getting from. I have not seen Jaleese do anything but drink and smoke that vape.
Yeah, yeah. So they're just like making up shit to
Yeah,
chat, you
because
know.
it's funny
It's
to
probably because
attack
they
her.
seen her like one time she was like talking slow or something, repeating
Mm.
herself.
Yeah,
But
because they're getting
yeah,
faded. Like, if you're drinking and shit, and we're sitting in there for hours. Like, most of the streams you look at, they're 4 hours long. You're just sitting there on the couch. If you're drinking, you might nod off.
do you be drinking on the show or not? I seen that
No.
Lush brought like a whole bunch of. I don't know if it was Lush, but they brought like a whole bunch of fucking beer
Buzz
cans.
oh, they I was gonna say the giant buzz balls.
Oh yeah,
No,
the Buzzball too. That's like his thing and shit. But
Les always got some buzz balls on deck. They brought in, like, a box of Twisted Tea, and they were drinking that. I don't really like to drink, I prefer to smoke, and just, like, out of respect for my grandma's still alive, I don't smoke on camera. Maybe when she's no longer with us, I'll be ratchet, but for now, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'll smoke off camera in the front, and that's it.
so you try to keep it like professional.
I don't even know if it's professional, but just like a little bit respectful because I'm still a real person. Like I'm only on the podcast for a couple of hours. And outside of that, like I have a family, I have a dad, I have a mom, my grandparents, and I respect them. I respect everything they've done for me. And I don't ever want to make them like look crazy. I'm already on the show, like talking shit, cursing, doing all of that, hanging with thugs. So at least the least I
Yeah,
can do is like be a little bit you know, wholesome and not smoke. They already know I smoke, but we don't need to advertise it.
yeah, most deaf. So like
Mhm.
people don't start thinking like you're hood or any of that.
Not even like I'm hood because like I am from there, but just I just feel like everything isn't you don't have to put that shit in front of people. Like I already said, yeah, I smoke weed because they all go, oh, Tam is a goody two shoes, all this. Like, no, it's just certain things that are personal. Like need to have boundaries. Everything is not for y'all. If you see me in person, I'll smoke with you. You pull up, you come to a no jumper event, you got some weed, I might smoke it with you. But are you gonna put it on? Am I gonna let you put it on your story? Hell no.
I feel that for sure.
Mhm.
All right. What made like Adam or just the cast want to like bring you on more on shows? Because you're on there like pretty much every day or
Almost.
every other day.
I think the chat, like, the people just like me when I come on. I think I give good takes. Like I said, they don't really have a lot of other girls, and, um, I guess, like, I give a different opinion, and I don't really, like, stir up problems in the office because some people that come and they, like, do good content, they might be in there yelling and screaming, but that's not, like, very easy to work with. I feel like I'm pretty chill, and I can fit in with any cast, so that's why they have me on more.
Yeah, most def. You definitely give like that chill vibe. Don't
Mhm.
really like every time I see you on there, you don't really start conflicts unless it's with like Brandon that one time.
Yeah, like, if you start with me, of course, I'm not a punk, like, I'm gonna say something back, but other than that, I'm never gonna be, like, on there yelling at nobody and starting a beef, and I'm not from anybody's hood, so I don't have any ops, like, I'm just there to give opinions on stuff and try to keep them on topic. My god, so hard.
Yeah, most def. Trying to keep it going good for
Mhm.
sure. Okay, and you have. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about the Brandon conflict, but we already just went through it.
Mhm.
Do you feel like Brandon is against black people?
I feel like he does that to try to go viral because that's, like, not a common opinion. He's trying to do, like, the Charleston White thing.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that viral shit that he
Mm.
be doing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
Brandon also brought you flowers on that pod. What was like the real reason why? Was it to give you your flowers like out of respect, or was it just to be like
I guess
romantic with you?
I feel like he was pandering because everybody was hyping it up so much, like, "Oh, that Brandon's gonna come on," and, like, we were gonna have beef, so that's why we kind of broke, we ended up bringing something for each other. He brought me the flowers. He said, "Yeah, I deserve the flowers because yeah, I was, like, a nice representation of Black women on the show and blah, 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 like, yeah, give me my flowers." So I thought that that was nice, but overall, perhaps it was another attempt to go viral. It's hard for me to think Brandon is genuine. I'm sorry. I appreciate the flowers, though, they were nice.
Yeah, so you think he had like another agenda or something?
Yes.
Nah, I feel like you also gave him like some cards of some like conservatives or something.
Oh, no, I gave him, like, a pin. I had some Black History pins because he's always on there, disparaging Black people, talking down on us. So I said, I have a Martin Luther King one, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, or a Black Panthers pin for you to wear it. So anytime you feel like you're getting just a little bit too racist, that it'll remind you that you're Black and you'll bring it down a little bit. Didn't work.
Yeah, I see that. Definitely didn't. Are you and Brandon still on good terms?
Yeah, yeah, we don't have beef. I posted, like, some jokes about him on my page. He liked them. I think he reshared them. So, yeah, we're cool. We don't have beef at all.
All right, all right. You spoke with DB Films on camera. Uh, what did you conversate with him about?
Oh, we were just talking about a bunch of different things. He had questions for me too. He was asking my opinion about like the state of the country at that time. We were talking about some other things like politics and different things. So yeah, it was just an interesting conversation. You can check him out. The whole thing, I believe it's on my page. It's pinned. So go watch it.
Maybe I'll tap into that. What award show was this?
Oh, DB Films. Okay, that was at the IE Awards. It's a local award show in San Bernardino for everybody in the IE, and that's like a whole county type thing, Inland Empire. And they like to honor the people from the city. So I went to that, and I was just doing like the red carpet coverage. And I think that they had won the award for Video of the Year, so that's when I was talking to DB Films.
What's up? And how did you get like that spot on
Someone
that
reached out to
award?
me. They asked me to come, like if I wanted to be media for the event, and I said, yeah. So this year, I think I'm going back. If I'm not media, then I think I'll be hosting.
That's fire right there.
Yeah,
Most
thank you.
deaf. Um, did you win an award?
No, that was the first time I had ever gone. So, and like it's mostly just for music people, and like I don't rap, so it would be hard for me to win an award unless I directed a music video for somebody. Then I could win music video of the year potentially. So, any IE rappers, if you have a good song, come at me. Let's prepare for 2026. I do need some sort of award. I love an award.
Okay, so you also make music videos.
Mhm.
Okay. When did you start doing like music videos for other artists?
Like 2019, my first one was Mia Kodak, Take His Money.
That's right. That's right. And how did you get into like making music videos? How'd you like find out
Oh, because I wanna
about?
make movies at some point. So, I was trying to strategize about how I could get into that, and I was like, "Okay, the smallest way is a music video." Like, if I can make a music video, then I can make a short film, and I can make a feature film. So, I was just putting that out, like, when people would talk to me and stuff about what I do, I was like, "Yeah, well, I have a podcast, blah, blah, and, I wanna be a director, I wanna make music videos." And Mia was a guest on So She Said, my first podcast, and we were talking about her music and stuff, and I had said that, like, "Yeah, I wanna direct." And like a year later, she texted me and she was like, "Hey, like random, but do you still want to direct a music video?" She's like, "I got a song. I don't have no ideas for it." And I was like, "Yes, please let me." And yeah, the rest is history.
That's fire. So you didn't go to school for it?
Mm-mm.
You just learned it by yourself?
Basically, yeah, learn as I go.
That's what's up. And are you trying to like go into like Hollywood with this, like direct like big films for them?
I don't know. I don't know what my path would be. I really like the independent kind of thing. I feel like until I get a chance to tell, like, some stories that I really wanna tell and showcase my talent, then maybe if I was, offered something cool, like a Hollywood production, like a big production, I definitely wouldn't turn it down. But for right now, I really wanna focus on, like, my own stories and try to get some of my ideas out there. Because now they're streaming, so it doesn't necessarily have to be, like, a theatrical release. Maybe I can get my movie on Amazon Prime or Netflix or shit, Tubi, least. So, yeah.
Most def just to get you more exposure.
And to get more
Um,
practice.
yeah. No, I feel that. How old are you right now?
32.
Okay, and when did you start like getting like the spotlight on you or just attention? People started noticing you.
I guess, like, right now, this is the most attention I ever had in my life besides, like, at school.
So you would say like the No Jumper like
Yeah,
podcast boosted
yeah.
your career?
Before that, I was just, like, a behind the scenes person, like, I've been to a bunch of concerts and stuff. If you go on my, skateboard page, No Respect, you'll see, like, I've met a bunch of celebrities. I'm, like, always out in LA, like, trying to basically just trying to get on with different opportunities, but this No Jumper thing has been, like, the biggest audience I've ever got to be in front of.
That's right. Were you shy at first, like coming on your first podcast on No Jumper? Like, how was that feeling?
Not really, not shy because I had already got the Band-Aid ripped off being at that competition all day for like 12 hours and just having to like you're sitting in there and you're just chilling and it's like get up. Yeah, you're about to go talk to somebody like podcast battling right now. It's like, okay, okay. Like so just doing that over and over and being in the room with the same people, it's almost way more comfortable just going in there for a chill day of regular podcasting because it's like you already know the people, they already know you're cool. It's not like you have to compete. You're not competing for a spot anymore. You're just coming in to say your opinion and like, yeah, it's on camera. It only gets like a little bit nerve wracking if you just watch the chat because the chat will talk crazy shit about you and it'll make you feel self conscious or something. So you just gotta ignore it and just focus on the topics.
Oh yeah, I feel like a lot of the chat they be like fucking around too much, or they be hating
Mhm. Mhm. And just trolling, like, trying to get to you so you say something.
that too. Yeah, no, most deaf. Okay, so that like pretty much like got you ready for like No
Mhm.
Jumper podcast.
I think so.
That's what's up. That's right. All right. You say that Currency has a dope stage performance. Have you been to one of his concerts?
Yeah, I've been to several Currency, performances. Pretty much anytime he comes to California, I try to go to it if it's close to me, like, if it's not in the Bay, because his music is just so good. I've been listening to Currency since I was a kid. I admire his hustle, his grind with, like, Jet Life clothing and all of that. He's super, like, cool for a rapper. A lot of rappers try to act super Hollywood, like they're too good, like they come out and they're like smoking weed on stage, they're annoyed, like they don't want to be there, they barely perform. The Currency really goes all out. He always has like fan events where you can meet him after and stuff like that. Just a super cool person. I gave him a bunch of clothes and a skateboard for my brand. He posted it on his page, like he didn't charge me no money or nothing. So I love Spitter.
Yeah, that's love right there for
Hmm.
sure. Okay, you have your own clothing brand.
Hmm.
Oh, when did you start that up?
Like 20, yeah, 2019 too. Like in the pandemic time, I was bored, so I was trying a bunch of things. I was doing a bunch of things. 2019, 2020. Um, it's really skateboards, and then we have like a little bit of clothes too. My cousin, her name is Samaria Brevard. She was the first Black woman to win at X Games. So my brand, No Respect, is really just like a homage to her because I feel like most of the skateboard brands and stuff when I was growing up is like all white people in the ads, people like Ryan Sheckler and Tony Hawk and stuff like that. I never really got to
Oh yeah,
see girls mostly, and especially not any black or brown girls. And being from LA, like that's the people I see skating all the time. Like I always see Mexicans outside skateboarding, see black kids, white kids at Venice. Everybody does it. So to like go in the mall and only see the same like blonde people is very like annoying to me. So with my brand, I try to represent everybody: black, white, Asian, Latinos, like just the coolest people skating. I want to represent them and let them know that like you don't have to respect people that don't respect you. So buy some respect.
most def. That's fire right there.
Thank you.
You trying to shine some light on like the colored like people and all that.
Yeah, cause like, I remember the cutest thing I've seen in a long time was, like, I was outside in my neighborhood and I just saw a Mexican guy, like, fully tatted and he's skateboarding holding his baby, like, it was like a new baby, and he was I don't know, he's on the way somewhere, and it's like, see, like, this is the wholesome stuff I see all the time.
Oh, that's real right there.
Mhm.
Most def. All right. Talked with Adam 22 on a podcast, and Adam asked you why you're not dating, and you said because men are sad or have PTSD from dating like hoes. Can you elaborate more on that?
Adam is so messy. Um, I feel like guys now, at least the way they talk, Um, it's like they don't even come off very nice or happy. They're coming off with a whole bunch of complaints and a whole bunch of fear. Like, oh, all women are gold diggers, or you only want this and they only want that, or they only want to talk to this kind of people. And it's like, well, I'm talking to you right now. Why are you bringing all of that up? Like, chill. But it seems like maybe some of them might be too much in the manosphere content, like on Instagram and podcasts and different stuff, just kind of poisoning them against women. And then like all the female rap being popular right now, and that's like pretty much pay me, give me this, give me that. So I think they're in like an echo chamber of that. And then when they meet an actual woman, it's hard for them to turn that off and to separate it. Like they just say a bunch of rude things that they've heard on podcasts, and it kind of makes you not like them. Like, well, damn, I wasn't like that, but now I kind of don't even want to talk to you. So I don't know.
Yeah. So they be having like a different type of energies, and
Yeah, like you're not even coming like with nice, happy energy. You're coming already sad. Like, bro.
they said like a lot of these like Ice Spice, Sexy Red is like diluting like mind, making them
Yeah.
think like otherwise uh, like girls are all like fucked up, want to take their money, all type
Mhm.
shit.
And it's like if all
Nah,
girls were only gold diggers, there wouldn't be a lot of people alive because there's not a lot of rich people enough for all of us to be with somebody rich. So like be a little bit more logical.
right. Nah, I feel you on that. Um, what do you feel? Oh, I asked you this already. Never mind. Okay. What would you say to like up and coming like podcasters or bloggers that want to do the same thing as you, and
Mm.
what would you say to them like coming up?
I would say to definitely start your own platform. Like, sure, I just got on No Jumper like basically last week, but I have my own YouTube channel. I have like 88,000 subscribers. So I think that
That's right.
you should really, really go hard at your own thing. Like on TikTok, I have like 22,000. You have to prove that you can do it even to yourself before you will really get an opportunity and like do good at the opportunity. Because like you guys are hearing here, I've been podcasting since 2015 and I've gone through a bunch of changes, like shows stop happening because my friends like don't want to do it no more, different changes, and I just kept on trying. If you don't do that, when you get an opportunity like the one that I got, you won't be prepared. Like if I had never podcasted for real and I just thought about the idea and I just wanted to do it, when I got in there, I probably would have been super nervous. I probably would have been shook. I wouldn't have known how things go. I wouldn't have known like even like how I want to look on camera or something or outfits. Like there's a lot that goes into it, so you aren't in there self-conscious. And if you don't haven't had to practice, then you won't be prepared. So it's really like corny to say, but yeah, stay ready so you don't got to get ready because the more prepared you are, the more hours that you put in, it's just the sharper that you're going to be when something comes up.
Yeah, that's 100 right there. For sure, Cam speaking facts. Y'all tap in, don't tap out. It's dope having you on for sure.
Thank you so
Uh,
much.
You already know to the next one. Y'all tap into my merch too, spokenwords.com. We out of here.
Oh yeah, you got to give me some merch so I can wear it on the show.
Oh yeah, I got you most
Bye,
definitely.
everybody.
Peace out. Y'all tap into the next one. You already know. Got a few other artists coming on. All that. Peace out.